sun beaming over here.
Yep.
So you already know how it's gonna probably do.
Yeah.
The heat.
It ain't really that hot though.
Yeah.
Usually when the sun beam is hot, but
Right.
it's a little breeze, a little coolness, a little chill. All right, you in there, y'all in there. You set it up already? We on? Yeah, you should have told me, y'all.
Alright. Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us his truth. Peace, love, and salutations to the whole Philip Akim, teaching and preaching his truth with all righteousness and sincerity. We the Israelites that have prophesied the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America, to warn our people, the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that death, destruction, pandemonium, chaos, turmoil, or as the scripts call it, Jacob's trouble, is coming. And also to warn our people that the charagma, all right, which is the Greek word for basically the CIP, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is going to push it, man. He's setting up his infrastructure right now for the digital currency. You know, with all this inflation and, you know, the pork prices, which is still going on, and the goods and services being limited, and, you know, the gas and all this stuff that's going on in the world. You know, it's all in efforts for him to set up his new world order. All right, Esau, Edom is the so-called white man. Now we out here for the remnant, the elect, the Israel, the Most High. All right. As you read in Zechariah the 13th chapter, 2/3 will get cut off, and this is the time to seek the Lord, man. You know. Now, Scriptures speak about predestination, and those spirits that are predestinated for the coming mercy and salvation. All right. They will be seeking the Lord in these times, man. You know, we just had, you know, probably about 200-300 bikers ride by, and they talking about some of the Israelites. The Lord ain't looking for cheerleaders, man. You know, the Lord looking for the righteous man that's going to stand in great boldness before the face of those that made no account of his labors. So let's start in wisdom. And then we can start in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter.
Isaiah 55:6. It says, seek ye the Lord Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
It says, while he may be found. It's going to come a time in the very near future where you're not going to have access to the internet, you know, or you may have access to the internet, but you're not going to have access to this content. All right, they're going to deem it as hate speech. They already got different things in order as far as these social media platforms to basically, you know, do away with woke, so-called woke content, man. You know, so that's why you see brothers' channels getting, you know, deleted or videos being taken off, and a lot of our channels is shadow banned, you know, which the Lord ain't dealing with large numbers anyway. You know what I mean? But brothers' channels is shadow banned, you know? So this truth is already in the beginning phases of it not being readily available, right?
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall a righteous man stand in great boldness.
See, that's what the Lord is looking for. You know, the righteous man, not righteous as if we walk, you know, this life perfectly, but righteous meaning that you fear the Lord, man. You seek the Lord. You've converted. You've repented. You know, you're rehearsing the righteous acts. You're standing up for truth, and you're doing the will of Him that sent Him, that sent us. Right? You present your bodies as a living sacrifice. That's the righteous man that's going to stand on these highways and byways, all right, in boldness, man. Yeah. And it takes faith to stand in boldness. Yeah. Because the message that we come in with is contrary to the spirit of the world. Look, we're talking about death and destruction. We're talking about kids dying. We're talking about women dying. That's not the spirit of the world, man. We're talking about all these celebrities, these entertainers, these social media personalities, and all these renowned people of the world have led you astray, you know? And death and destruction is coming to them individuals, you know? And we telling the people that this is the way, walk ye in it. All those other lifestyles these people are going after, the American dream, that black culture, Mexican culture, and we bring this out all the time. And the reason why we bring it out all the time, because those lifestyles are strongholds to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man.
This is Proverbs 28:1. The wicked flee when no man pursue it, but the righteous are bold as a lion.
Yeah, because the Lord put the spirit on them to be bold, you know? These people that are held at higher renown here in the society won't dare do this, man. Your Jay-Z, he won't humble himself to come out dressed in sackcloth and read out the Bible and tell his people to repent and worship the true power. You know? Your Jay-Z's, your Meek Mills, whoever you think that's on a high level, ain't doing this, man. Because the Lord ain't dealing with them. You got that precept in Ecclesiasticus? Many are renowned and high place. You know, because the Lord ain't dealing with these celebrities, man. And if you're looking for these celebrities to put you on and tell you the way of righteousness, or you scrolling up and down social media trying to find the truth, man, you assed out, man. Because social media and these entertainers is gonna push the vibration of peace and safety. Here it is, all hell breaking loose. Gas prices is soaring high, but your favorite rapper or entertainer is coming out talking about buy my new album. They foreign in affliction. Buy my merchandise. Buy my clothes. You know, it's all about money with these guys.
This is Sirach 3:19. It says, many are in high place and of renown.
Yeah, many individuals are on a high level of Jake. You know, like we said, your Oprah, she ain't finna bring it out. You know, your Jesse Jackson, your Al Sharptons, you know, these different renowned religious leaders of the blacks and Hispanic communities. You know, your athletes, your movie stars, your actors, your actresses, basketball players. You got many Jakes that are in high renown, right?
It says, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek.
But the mysteries, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, the will of the Lord is revealed unto the meek, the lowly. You know? Because you'll get people, oh, well, if this is the truth, well, why people ain't talking about it? Why the celebrities ain't talking about it? Because they sold out, man. And when we say sell out, we're speaking about them losing their integrity, man. Signing these different contracts that tell them, look, you can't do nothing for your community. You can't even live in another country. You know?
Verse 20. It says, for the power of the Lord Yahweh is great, and he is honored of the lowly.
Yeah, he's honored of the lowly, man. Because the rich in this society, they forsake the Lord. Can we get Proverbs 30? The rich in the extremely desolate, extremely poor and desolate, they don't honor them. They don't seek after the Lord.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they think serving the Lord is vain. Yeah. As it says in Malachi, get it out there.
30 and
30 and 8. 30 and 5.
30 and 5 or 38?
Oh, well, we go on Proverbs 30 first.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm at, 30.
Okay.
And 30 and what? 1? No, not 1.
Yeah, where it speaks about the rich.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, verse 8.
Yeah.
Verse 8.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 8. Remove me far from vanity and lies.
Which is these false doctrines, these different ways of life, what people hold up in the world as truth. That's all vanity and lies, man. The American dream.
Con.
Yeah.
Give me neither poverty nor riches.
Neither, and this is speaking about riches in this world, you know, poverty in this world. Man, the Lord ain't gonna be desolate laying down on streets. Man, the Lord ain't gonna be super duper rich with millions.
Nope. Feed me with food convenient for me.
Yeah, so the Lord is gonna give us what's sufficient for us. You know, we're gonna have our daily bread, and we're gonna have the measurement of knowledge and wisdom from the Lord given unto us that the Lord deems is suitable for us. Brothers is on different levels, you know. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm still on. I'm slacking, man. After that, lest I be full, verse 9, lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is Yahweh?
Full meaning rich. Full meaning you got everything that you need. You wouldn't worship the Lord.
Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of Yahweh in vain.
Yeah, poor meaning desolate. You know, you out here begging for change.
Yeah.
You know, you'll take the name of the Lord in vain. So those are two extremes that the Lord ain't dealing with. You know. Go ahead.
Verse 10, accuse not a servant unto his master, lest he curse thee and thou be found guilty. It's like
Alright.
Psalm 37:16. A little that a righteous man have is better than the riches of many wicked.
Yeah, a little, you know. You may be a one of the brothers in the truth that, you know, only go into Yahweh Shai coming in the chariots, man, to destroy this place. That little bit of truth that you have is better than you being rich and successful and having abundance in the society. It's like the brother read in Proverbs 30, you will deny the Lord, man. You know? Because what do you have to look for? If you're able to drive in, you know, $250,000 cars and you living in Beverly Hills and, you know, you living in these pristine locations, you traveling the world, you got yachts and boats, you know, you got the finest women, eating the finest food. Why would that person look for the kingdom of heaven, man?
Yeah.
And, you know, on the contrary side, a person that's desolate, you know, person that's desolate, you know, on the street and begging for change and stuff, they don't have a king mentality. They don't have a rulership mentality. So why would they look for to be the next rulers when they just out here just, you know, nickel and diamond, man, trying to, you know, give me 25 cents. You know, that's not people like that don't have a ruling class mentality.
Not that's to Jakes. That's to the general. They be some platters, man.
Yeah.
See videos when they act like they're homeless, but they take their homeless clothes off and
Jump into the Bentley and shit.
They just need the gas money.
Man.
But we can go back to Wisdom of Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. Yeah,
and that's happening right now. You know, we're standing before the face of those that made no account of our labors. This is Esau, talking about Esau, Edom. You know, they look at what we doing as insignificant.
Mm-hmm.
All those guys, you know, they just out there. You know, eventually they gonna fade away, and you know they're gonna end up in the front of some liquor store, or you know, police gonna end up pulling them over, killing them. And there's gonna be some next fad, or some next craze that's gonna populate the world. But little do they know that this is the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man.
Right.
As it's written in Acts, the 5th chapter, if this work be of man, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, you cannot do nothing against it. Least happily, you be found fighting against the Most High. So all you people who come contrary to this truth, you fighting against the Lord, man. And you're going to get caught up in the sedition, the race wars, the riots, you know, because that's what's coming here. You know, the way of life, as you see it, you know, a Sunday, so-called Sunday, and, you know, your granddad, he throwing something on the grill, Big Mama, she making her mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And you just left church. You You know,
Sunday, Monday.
Sunday fun day. You think about calling off, you know, on Monday. You know, all that shit is gonna be done away with, man. You know, you can think peace all you want, but as it says in Isaiah 48 and 22,
Yeah. Most High coming with scourges.
yeah, you can think peace. You know,
Yeah.
oh man, this inflation and the stuff with the gas. Well, you know what? I don't even drive that far anyway, so it really doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
See, the Lord ain't dealing with your little personal situation. The
Right.
Lord is dealing with the earth.
Earth's comfort zone.
As it's written, the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. You know?
This is Isaiah 48 and 22. It says, there is no peace, saith Yahweh Shai, unto the wicked.
Now, pursuing in Job 9 and 24, the wicked is ruling the earth. So there's no peace coming here, man. You know, you got, you know, all this tension happening in the East as far as Russia, Ukraine, NATO, the EU, America, you know, getting involved in it. You know, which scriptures speak about rumors of wars, but the end is not yet. We wait for the Karagma, you know, the implantable technology, and then the end gonna come. But that is prophecy that we're hearing going on. And before the ultimate day of the Lord, when He comes on the chariots of Israel, destroying the armies of Esau and these nations, you got Jacob's trouble to look forward to, man. Women gonna be getting raped, taken advantage of, you know, all these street guys and thugs and criminals and finessers and you know, evil, wicked Jake, they all finna be put to death, man. You women is finna be desolate out here, assed out, you know, and so on and so forth. So we gonna go into Jacob's trouble, man. And we speaking about things that are in season. You know, we're gonna always speak about Jacob's trouble because that's the time and season that we're in, man.
That's right.
We're not talking about, as our elders and apostles say, we're not talking about what sandals Yahweh Shai wore and
You know what I'm saying?
you know, and you know how long, you know, what color fringes that the Pharisees had on, man. And, you know, we're not talking about that, man. We're talking about things that are in season.
When Yahweh Shai was on the scene, he was prophesying.
Yeah.
He prophesied 70 AD.
Yeah.
And that was 35 years before, you know, he died 33 years old.
Yeah.
That was like 35 years. Came 35 years later.
Yep.
But that was the pending destruction that the Lord's going to bring. The same thing the man of the prophets are doing in these last days. Prophesying the pending destruction for they come. You know?
Yep. Yeah.
Like,
Let me, I'm gonna get this real quick and we're going to that. We probably get the whole chapter. Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou, do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that had the testimony of Yahweh Shai, worship Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is a spirit of prophecy.
yeah. So that's the testament of our Lord Yahweh Shai, spirit of prophecy. Which prophecy means to say before. That's what the prophets are here back in the reincarnation in today's day to do. Following over our apostle Elder Millstone to tell our people that only destruction and pain and agony is coming.
Yeah.
There ain't no, peace coming back. You know?
Now, with balance, as it is written in Proverbs 11, false balance is an abomination unto the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. You know, we talk about mercy and salvation that the Lord is coming with, but that's for us elect. Now, you know, going back to, you know, what we were speaking about when we opened up the lesson, seek ye the Lord. You know, the individuals that's going to receive the mercy, the salvation, is going to have a spirit in them to seek the Lord, man. To repent and convert and worship the true power, man. So they can receive the covering. Because we're going to go in this chapter in Jeremiah 30. It's going to speak about this time that we're approaching. And the bar, if you can hold Daniel 12 and 1.
This is Jeremiah 30 and 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord Yahweh saying, that speak of Yahweh Shai, God of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book.
That's how we got the Bible. The Lord spoke the word, and great was the men.
Who published it?
Great was those that published it, man, which was the prophets. And publish meaning to make public. And we out here on the highways and the byways, man, where a lot of foot traffic, a lot of, activity is going on, man. That's how you gonna find the truth. Go ahead.
Verse 3. For lo, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord.
Now, when it says bring again the captivity of my people, Judah and Jerusalem, it's speaking about how the Lord is going to deliver the Israelites out of the hand of their oppressor. Right now, that oppressor is Esau, Edom, first, as well as these nations. It's Moab, Ammon, they all oppress the children of Israel, These Japanese and these Gooks and these Chinese and
Ishmael.
over there in their countries, they do the blackface, man.
Yeah, they do.
You go into their stores, they talking about hurry up and buy. And me and your car, we done seen owners, these little Asian owners that own these convenience stores, they buying, which you shouldn't be drinking soda anyway. They buying the soda for 67 cents and then they selling it to you for $3, man.
Yep.
It says, and I will cause them to return to the land that I have gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it.
So when you go into the, in the above verses, it's talking about the Israelites as a whole, the 12 tribes collectively. The Lord is going to bring us back to our land. All right? Like I said, the 12 tribes, the elect of them. It's not talking about just the Jews, man. Right? So those people in the land right now, they're not the people. They don't fit the prophecies. We just read that the testimony of the Lord Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. In fact, they don't even believe in Yahweh Shai. Although he's prophesied all in the Old Testament. Like Apostle R said, there's lessons within lessons. So the spirit is going to, move like the wind.
Verse 4. And these are the words that the Lord Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. But then said the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
And that's the message that the prophets come with. The things that we utter through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem outside is going to cause the individual to fear. It's going to cause the individual to not have peace. Because all these Christian pastors and the Baptists and the Catholic Church, they're going to try to give you that false narrative that everything is going to be okay. There's no peace coming to this place, man. Death, destruction, chaos, food shortages. Your neighbors is going to turn on you. Your family is going to turn on you. That's the spirit you hear in the sirens, man. You're going to be hearing that. You're going to be smelling smoke. It's going to be all kind of shit going on in your cities, man. Because people's going to raise up against the authority, man.
Tradition.
And the reason why is because they're going to feel like they've been lied to. What happened to our Constitution? Wait a minute, where's the police? Wait, hold on. Why isn't 911 working? So people, we're going to get that, Lord willing, in 2 Esdras 15. But we're going to build up to that through the Spirit first.
It says, verse 6. It says, ask you now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Whether do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned to pale.
So this vision, that Jeremiah received from the Lord, he's seeing men, basically being like women. All right? Men on their loins, hand on their loins as a woman in travail. And those labor contractions is coming in the form of these prophecies coming to pass. These plagues. Just like in ancient Egypt, where you had, Pharaoh, Moses, Aaron, the Israelites being oppressed. The Lord sent these major plagues in the ancient Egypt, which basically destroyed the economy. He killed the firstborn. He sent pestilences and diseases on the cattle and on the people. But where the children of Israel dwelt, all right, Gershom, they didn't deal with what the Egyptians dealt with. So when you fast forward to now, the Lord is going to send these different plagues into Egypt again, but the elect isn't going to be touched by the different things that the Lord is going to send. Now, we will go through the fire, and that's just it. We're going to go through it. Everybody else is going to, they're going to be presented with these plagues and not make it to the other side, man. So, like we read here in Jeremiah, you know, if men is going to be as women, weak, all right, what about women and children? Look, you know, y'all gonna find out in the very near future that the Lord is no respecter of persons, man. You know, you finna see children laid out, you know, you're gonna see women raped, ravished, women completely desolate. You know, you believe in what the rulers here push out, man, you deceive, man. You know, you women don't have a covering. You know, you are under the impression that you're equal to a man and that men is beneath you, as men is insignificant. You know? I was, you know, listening to something Kanye was saying, you know, which he's bugged out, he's in the world, he's gonna get destroyed, man. And you know, he said something, he was like, look, this society don't look at men as ruling the household, man. You know, men are respected here, which he right, you know.
They look at you, like you said, they look at you as a chick.
Yeah.
It's child support, alimony, and stuff like that. They don't look at the man as a protector and provider for the home, man.
Nah. They got police for that.
Yeah.
You know, they got the law enforcement, they got the sheriffs, they got 911. They got, these women got their brothers that's gonna come over there, man.
Right.
These women got their father that's gonna come over there, which that's wicked, man. Scripture speak about meddle not in another man's affairs. You know, he that meddleth in affairs not belongeth unto him is likened unto him grabbing a dog by the ears. Which that dog will turn around, bite the shit out of him, man.
Yeah.
You don't get involved. Oh, that's my sister, man. That's Babylon shit.
That's worship.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It says, verse 7, it says, at last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Now, as we was mentioning earlier, there's balance. You know, the he that's going to be saved out of this time of trouble, or as our Lord Yahweh Shai called it, tribulation. All right, it's also spoken of as the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. You know, as I mentioned, great tribulation. You're gonna have individuals saved out of this, but as the brother read, this is a time that have not been. We can go ahead and get down in the 12th chapter. You know, this is gonna be way worse than slavery, way worse than the 60s when Jake was getting beat over the back of the head by Edomites. You know?
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Daniel stand up, the great prince which standeth for his children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never has been since there was a nation.
So it's all over the scripts. A time of trouble, man. These little, you know, walks, these calm walks. It's gonna come a time where you ain't gonna see nobody out here, man. You know, watch when the gas get $150 a barrel. I mean, a gallon, $200 a gallon. You ain't gonna be seeing these cars out here, man. You know, and then it's gonna be so much crime out here because in Matthew the 24th chapter, the 12th verse, it speaks about the love of many waxing cold. There's gonna be so much crime and strong arm robbery and people getting kidnapped and women raped and men getting this shit slapped out of them, you know, and choked and, you know. You ain't gonna see these people out here. Like this woman right here, you ain't gonna see women walking down the street with their titties out.
Comfortable.
There's a lot of men that's gonna get released from prison.
Yep.
And they're gonna be raping a lot of women. So you might wanna cover up. Old ass hard.
Like no shame, man.
Is she talking some yeah? You saw her?
And what the scripture say, the unjust love no shame, man.
Nope.
and all you women are unjust except the elect women. That's not even hot.
Yeah. It says, verse 8, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, thou wilt break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him.
Yeah, the Lord is gonna burst us out of this oppression. He's gonna destroy Esau, Edom. You know, Isaiah 63. Who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Bosra? You know, Yahweh Shai is gonna destroy this power structure. You know, when you read in Revelations, it speak about the dragon, the beast, right? You know, that's going into this rulership of Esau, Edom. The beast being NATO, the EU, and America being a part of that, collectively make up this empire ruled by the Edomites, the scarlet covered beast. Lord Yahweh Shai is coming to destroy this, man. You know, Lord is going to burst our bonds, but we got to wait ye upon him until he rises upon the prey, which is each nation, as it is written. Because the splendor and the glory that the Lord is coming with, you know, he's coming with, you know, the armies of heaven, man. Those so-called UFOs. Script follow the chariots of Israel, man. And they coming with technology and doing all type of things that Esau can't even imagine was possible. You know, we worship a power that, you know, destroyed ancient civilizations, man.
That destroyed the whole planet.
You know, destroyed the whole planet. Led the children of Israel out with the aerial armies, man. You know? Like I say, you know, when you read in the commandments, you know, Jake saw no similitude of what the Lord did for the children of Israel in regards of him delivering them out of the hand of Pharaoh. They saw no similitude. They saw nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
And the Lord is going, the Lord is going to do what he did, going to do way worse in this time than he did in ancient Egypt. Let's get Jeremiah 16 and 16. Because when the kingdom of heaven is set up, which is rulership of the Israelites on earth, starting with our Lord Yahweh Shai, we ain't going to be talking about what the Lord did in ancient Egypt. We're going to be talking about what the Lord did in this modern day Egypt, which is America.
Jeremiah 16 and 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers.
Oh, you know what? Start up a little bit.
Salaki. Let me start on 14.
Yeah, the point where, you know what I want. Yeah, 14, yeah.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh.
Now, I'm going to stop it right there. It says the days come.
Right.
It keeps saying that in these various chapters and precepts that we bringing out, man. That's talking about prophecy. You know? That church that these people at today, they not talking about prophecy. You know, they talking about the afflictions of Joseph, the faith of Abraham. That's it. The song, the dance, and the collection plate. That's it, man.
Yeah, that's what they told us. Okay. Once again. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Yeah, so we ain't gonna talk about what the Lord did in ancient Egypt.
But Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them.
Now the land of the north is Babylon.
Come.
And we go just get that, hold that real quick. Zechariah 2. Yeah. It's real quick. The land of the north. It's talking about North America. Great destruction is coming here, man. Famine, pestilence, you know?
This is Zechariah 2, verse 6. It says, ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north.
Now that's not talking about us getting passports and hopping on boats and shit to flee up out of here. Fleeing the land of the north, which is North America, is us spiritually fleeing from this place and returning and repenting to the Lord.
So said the Lord, for I will spread you abroad as the four winds of heaven, said the Lord.
Because we were scattered. Go ahead.
Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwelleth with the daughter of Babylon.
So the daughter of Babylon is synonymous with the land of the north. Right? Now, keep going.
For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that touches you touches the apple of his eye.
And what nation have not had of her spoils, man? As it's written in Baruch. All these nations have spoiled us. That's why all these nations is going into captivity. Now, when you read Psalm 137, real quick, just to build up that vibration. In 7, it says, remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Because these Edomites destroyed the temple when it was in conglomerate with those Babylonians. It says, O daughter of Babylon. So Edom is synonymous with the daughter of Babylon. The brother read in Zechariah 2, verses 6 on down, that the land of the north is synonymous with the daughter of Babylon. It says, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh thee and dashes thy little ones against the stones, because that what a man soweth is that what he shall reap. Esau did shit like that to us.
Yep.
You know? So Esau, Edom is ruling the land of the north, right? You got it.
Verse 15. Again, but Yahweh liveth that broughteth up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
And that's talking about what's finna happen.
Verse 6.
We're not going to talk about ancient Egypt. We're going to talk about what the Lord did here for the elect of the children of Israel in the land of the north. And the Lord is also going to gather the 1/3, the elect. It's like the 1/3 is coming out of Babylon the Great, but you got the innumerable multitude, which is scattered about the four winds of heaven. That the Lord is going to deliver. And I'm sure he does that all fucking day. See, Esau, he said somebody should shoot him. That was Esau.
Yeah, that's Esau.
See how he think?
Yeah.
That was in the text, right?
Yeah, we go back to Jeremiah 30.
It's Jeremiah 30. Jeremiah 30 and verse 9. It says, but they shall serve Yahweh their God, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
Yeah, so when the Lord, sets up, Israel, the New Jerusalem, there's going to be an order. There's going to be Yahushua, King David, and then, the rest of the apostles sitting on 12 thrones, and then the governing body of the children of Israel. All right? So the Lord is going to establish that order. When you read in Revelation 21, where Apostle John, he saw New Jerusalem coming down as a bride prepared or adorned for her husband. He saw the Israelites in that majestic and royal state coming down to subdue the nations in the earth. So the Lord is going to do that and establish us. And David is going to, be our king. He's going to be a king, So it's going to be a kingdom of priests and kings.
Verse 10. So therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity.
So the covenant of salvation is for the Israelites. It's for Jacob. You don't hear the nations being spoken of here in this end time prophecy that we're reading in Jeremiah 30. Now, you will have Christians and other non-believers that will try to go to Revelation 7 and speak about the innumerable multitude out of all these nations.
Yeah.
But the brother just read that the Lord is going to deliver Jacob out of all these nations that they're scattered in. So when Apostle John saw the innumerable multitude in Revelation 7, he we saw Israelites coming out of these different nations being delivered, right? And look, we starting with our elders and apostles, Great Millstone, we went into that topic numerous times, man. If you can't get it, then you're not of the Lord's fold, man. You're not of the Lord's elect. Because the elect is going to be a quick understanding in the fear of the Lord, man. It ain't going to take too much for the elect to get it.
It said, "For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from land of captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid."
That's the kingdom. Be in rest. We ain't gonna have the curses on us no more. We're gonna have the power and the glory. We're gonna have the new bodies with the covenant. And the Lord is gonna subdue and make weak all our enemies. The Lord gonna take away all the technology and weapons of war from our enemies, man. And what could you do against a man that had power, you know, coming out of his body? You know? Coming out of his body, and then he fly up to the chariots, and then the chariots is doing the shit. What could you do to that, man?
And that's why he's so jealous of us, because he knows that the Israelites throne with the elect will get that power, man.
Yeah.
Because that's why he tried to mimic it. You know, have the artificial intelligence, spiritual power.
Yeah. His spiritual power.
Yeah. Fighter jets, you know, which all those things can malfunction.
Yeah.
You know.
Space suits and underwater suits. You know what I mean? Laser guns.
It says, verse 11, "For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations that have scattered thee, yet will I make a full end of thee. For I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished."
Yeah, so the Lord is gonna save us. You know, so we ain't got nothing to fear. Now, we are in the flesh. There's a such thing. I mean, the scriptures speak about sudden fear. So there's going to be certain things that, you know, we're going to experience here during this time period that we finna enter into that we have never seen before. But that's why right now is the time to seek the Lord, man. You're supposed to be filling yourself up with this word.
With wisdom and knowledge, so we can have stability.
Yeah. You know, so I'm gonna actually get that real quick. So Isaiah chapter 33, start at 5. "The Lord is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness." So the Lord is dealing with Israel. Verse 6, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure."
Yeah, so this knowledge and understanding that we got out the Bible is going to be able to keep us stable. You want to know where stability is from the Hebrew word "amawah," which means faith. So, because we must meditate on all the accounts of how the Lord delivered our forefathers. Even during the time of the famine, we know from the prophecy, we got accounts of Elijah who was being fed during the famine by way of a raven. Also, another account when the Lord sent the angel to Elijah to feed Elijah for 40 days with some bread and water. You know, so accounts like that will increase our faith. You know, because the more and more harder the situation is, the more and more the Lord will show his power.
Yeah, you got to get those writings, man. You know.
Yeah, because the things written aforetime was written for our learning.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we be learning from it? You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know, the Lord, even when we were dwelling in the wilderness, the Lord fed us, you know, with manna from the heavens. You know, he sent quail. You know, he smoked the rock at Meribah, and it gushed out with waters, and he fed the people and the cattle.
He could even send a brother to bring you a bowl of soup.
Yeah. He said, you read
Yup.
Bel and the Dragon.
Yup.
You know, when Daniel was in the lion's den the second time, because he was sent to the lion's den twice, Bel and the Dragon, that time he was in there for 7 days. Whereas the account that you read about in Daniel the 6th chapter, he was in there overnight. So Habakkuk, you know, teleported to where Daniel was, gave him some soup and fed Daniel. So, you know, divine intervention is going to be happening for the men of the Lord.
That's symbolic right there.
Yeah.
You know.
So you got to be reading them accounts.
And that's why,
Like you said, we may not have our scriptures with us.
yeah, right.
Everything will have to be, everything that we learn is going to have to be embedded in our minds.
You have to store that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can withdraw from it.
And like the brothers, you know, like we just read in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge is going to be our stability. Like the brother went into that word, Amawana, which is faith. Because we're going to be able to show forth the faith by the wisdom and knowledge that we were able to accumulate through the Spirit while we were waiting for this time period to come. You know? That's why, you know, our elders and apostles is pushing out, you know, being on fire, not being lukewarm, doing your videos, reading, studying, praying. See, all those works of righteousness, because the scriptures speak about the works, man. You know, it's not the works of the law, because we're not going to be saved by the law, but do we void the law through faith? The Most High forbid. So we will have works of righteousness, which is going to build our inward man up, you know, which is the mind, the spirit. All these people, every last person that walked by the camp today, because if they was believers, they would have came up, you know. They would have broke bread with us if they believed in what we were speaking about, right? So everybody that walked past, their mind is going to be completely destroyed. They're not going to be able to go to Google and try to figure something out. They're not going to be able to go to YouTube. Well, I can't do this, I can't do that. Let me look up a YouTube tutorial video. You ain't going to be able to do that, man.
Because America is a first world country. Everything is convenient to these people by way of the fingers.
Yeah.
So now all they're doing, they're not gonna be able to set me out like, wow, we like a country in Africa.
Yeah.
You know?
People gonna be on the ground looking for shit to do.
Man, and these people are like spoiled brats, bro.
Yeah.
They're not the regular people. Americans are spoiled brats, bro.
Now, 2 Timothy 7. For Yahweh have not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind.
Yeah, so that sound mind, man, that's very important. It's gonna be found out that these people that's outside the truth, they wasn't right in the mind.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, if you're really thinking that, oh man, things gonna get better, man, and you know, I want everything to go back to how it was pre-C-19, so I can just go back to my job. You're not right in the head, man. You're not right in the mind, man. Why do you want to be? Why do you want to be a perpetual slave? You know, like the brothers from Men of Valor, South Carolina. We're not looking forward to be working 30, 40 years and retire the year before we die. You know? Esau work your ass, man, all the way until the year before you die, you retire, and then that next year, you die, man.
Yeah.
You just been a slave all your damn life. You know, we're not looking for that. We're not looking forward to that. We're not looking for children graduating from college, high school, prom. We're not looking for that, man. We're looking for Yahweh Shai to come. We're looking for the prophecies to fulfill. We're looking for the famine to take place. That's what we're looking for too. That's why we said when we opened up camp, how this doctrine is contrary to the spirit of the world, man. Any person that's of the world ain't talking about, man, I'm waiting for the famine to hit. No, man, I can't wait till this place get destroyed. You know, you ask this guy, you know, he ain't thinking about that. He thinking about, you know, oh man, I'm trying to get into crypto. I'm trying to get into investments and, you know, he's thinking about that property. I'm trying to get property.
A startup company.
You know, and then don't even think about Jake. He's waiting for MLB season to start. You know, the women they thinking about summertime, hot girl summer.
Trying to get my body right.
Trying to get my body right. Summer in a couple of weeks.
I'll be at the gym all week.
So
that's why. Here you go.
Just so you go off and fuck a lot of niggas up.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, the heat, iniquity, man. You know? So, That's why we said earlier, don't go to social media trying to figure out what's going on. Don't be scrolling up and down Instagram trying to figure out what's going on in the world. Because you'll think that, man, summer is finna be good for us.
Yeah.
You know? Can't wait for summer. New spirits will get on you.
This is 1 John 2:15. It says, love not the world, even the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. You know, so all the things that the brother was saying, you know, leads into not loving the world, man. You know, we're not looking to you know, stay in the society, man. You know, this is the land of our captivity. We came over here as slaves. You know? And even if you do make it, so-called make it, celebrity, you still talk to me, you always still gonna be a nigga in that.
And furthermore, these celebrities is bugged out by unclean spirits and foul spirits. You know, you listen to their music, you know, they say, I keep seeing demons and all this shit. You know, they're surrounded by foul shit, man.
They
apparitions, all kind of shit, man.
That's because they are marked by those abominable acts they gotta commit to excel in that lifestyle they're living in, man.
Yeah. All your favorite rappers, entertainers, and celebrities is drinking piss, drinking semen,
Sperm and shit.
you know,
It's crazy.
drinking blood. You know, your favorite rappers. I'm talking about the ones that you perceive to be gangsters and dope dealers and what's that new form of music? Drill artists.
Music, yeah.
They all
Trap
getting
music
busted.
and all that. Yeah.
Esau's busting it, man. You know?
That couch.
And here it is, you worshiping them.
Yeah.
It says, verse 16.
You and these men, Beyonce, they got all kind of animal semen all in them, man. You know?
Having sex with goats and stuff.
That's how you worship Satan. You gotta do abominable shit, unclean shit. And them spirits get on, them spirits of success, them spirits of fame come on you, man.
Yeah.
Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world.
And that's all that this world promotes. Lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. You know?
Oh, Father.
Verse 17. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever.
Through the spirit and power, y'all, by Shemal Shah, we doing the will of the Father, man. You know? We're continuing on the legacy of the prophets. You know, and Lord willing, we endure to the end. You know, we gonna live forever. Some brothers not even gonna taste death. They're gonna be able to say, look, man, I lived in Babylon. Lord had my back. You know, the chariots came and delivered. And they just doing their practice runs.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
Using their power.
Oh yeah, Rose is at. Oh, you guys are at the Red Lobster. Hold on, let's get there quick. You know.
Back to Jeremiah 30, verse 12. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous.
Yeah, speaking about the curses. You know. That's why we needed the word to heal us. You know, Psalm 107 and 20, he sent his word and healed them and delivered them from all of their destruction. Because without this word, we'll have these fortifying wounds. We'll have these incurable wounds, which is these curses. Yeah. You know, and to list a few of them. You know, Israel is smitten with blindness. You know, they're dealing with mental issues. You know, they got heavy demons on them. You know, crazy sex demons and smoking demons and covetous spirits and spirit of adultery, spirit of idolatry. You know, all these evil spirits on them that keep Jake in darkness.
Because they be covering. If you came to look nice around Jake.
Yeah.
Oh no, hell no.
That nice around Jade, they gonna try to rob you.
Yeah. That's that covetous demon.
Our women is harlots, man. Whorish women. You know, these women, you know, you could be raising up a child that you think is yours. You know, because you don't want to get the paternity. You don't want to get the paternity test because you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Right?
You know? And then you find out later on that this kid not even yours, man.
Man.
That's you don't hear Asian people going through that.
Yeah.
I mean, are there examples of that happening in these other nations? Yeah, of course, it's balanced. But you hear an overwhelmingly amount of that going on amongst the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Then you got pestilences and diseases, you know. Our people is degenerate.
Hello, brothers.
Hey,
Howdy,
how you
ma'am.
doing?
Go ahead.
All right. And that's just to name a couple of curses, you know.
Verse 13. There's none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicine.
So it says there's none to plead our cause. So all these people that you see on this sign, and it says false prophets here at the top. Martin Luther King,
Yeah.
Creflo Dollar. Even amongst the circumcision, you have individuals that sold out, that watered down the doctrine, man.
Yeah.
You know, as you mentioned earlier, T.D. Jakes, Joel Osteen,
Don't forget the Elijah Muhammad
Elijah
and the
Muhammad,
Farrakhan's.
Louis Farrakhan, all these people. According to the prophecies, it says there's none to plead your cause.
Yeah.
So all these people that's pushed out as saviors, they sold out, man. The prophecy said ain't nobody gonna come and ain't gonna stand up for you, man.
None say restore.
Yeah. So that's why the Lord put the spirit on the prophets. You know?
Yeah.
So I want our elders and apostles to have that healing medicine, man. Let me get that in Wisdom of Solomon. It wasn't neither nullifying ointment or placer that restored thee, but
Right.
thy word. Oh yeah, how 16, I want to say? 12, 16, 17.
Yeah, Most
Yeah.
Most I had to send the apostles last
Yeah.
to make sure he covered and cleared all of this. You
And
know
as
what
we
I'm saying?
mentioned earlier, he revealeth his secrets
To the servants.
to the servants, the prophets. And then many are in high place of renown, but his mysteries are revealed unto the meek.
Yeah.
So the Lord ain't dealing with somebody that got some, you know,
Got
dealing
it.
with the theologian,
Nah.
theologian
The
seminary
cemetery school, yeah.
which that's not scriptural.
Nope.
The men of the Lord was unlearned men without any letters, right? Meaning no diplomas or certificates and bachelor's degrees, you know?
He formed his prophets in the belly, in
Yeah.
the womb.
And it was born of the Holy Spirit.
This Wisdom of Solomon 16:12. For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster.
So it was no medicine that's gonna cure us. There's no plaster or ointment. Ain't no neosporin you can put on the children of Israel to cure us, right?
It says that restore them to health. But that word, O Yahweh Shimon Shai, which healeth all things.
Yeah, which, you know, the word is Yahweh Shai, which came in the flesh, which was of the tribe of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning the priesthood. He was an Israelite, you know? And he said controversial things when he was on the scene. He said, eat my flesh and drink my blood. You know, meaning you supposed to get what he had in him. You supposed to eat what he had in him, man, which
Right.
was the Holy Spirit,
Digest it.
you know? Because he's the word. He's the knowledge. What's one saying? He's the one that was spoken of in the law, where it spoke about, I will send a prophet from among thy brethren. Him shall you hear, roughly paraphrasing, you know?
You know, that was like a hard sin. But hence why the 70 went back into the world.
Yeah,
Because it was 84 disciples.
right. Yeah.
And they all like, they thought he was talking about cannibalism.
Yeah.
Out of context.
And that's why Yahweh Shai said, disciples came up to him and was like, Lord, why doest thou speak unto them in parables?
Yep.
You know? Lord Yahweh Shai said it's because it's only given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of the Most High.
To them it is not given.
To them it's not given. So you got to be of the elect in order to receive that. See that guy that walked down with the robe, with the rosary beads and the shirt tucked in and all that? You know, he's trying to conform into an acceptable image that Esau wanted him to be.
He's going right to the corner right now to get that megaphone, bro. That's what he got in that backpack.
And like Elder Ashwama said, them dudes like that be the worst people, man.
Oh,
Man.
yeah, man.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, there's no mercy. They don't show. Here it is. So-called white man can do nothing wrong, right? You know, he didn't took your land, he didn't rape your woman, and turned your woman out, indoctrinating your children, squeezing all kind of harmful toxins and chemicals
Into them.
into your children when they're born, all this shit, right? But then us, there's no mercy. You're gonna burn in hell. You know, which hell is it? There's no mythological place underground where you burn forever. Hell is a low condition. What the Israelites is experiencing here in Babylon the Great, this low level, this is hell.
Was it Psalm 16?
Oh no, Jeremiah 30.
Jeremiah 30 and 13. There is none to plead thy cause that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicine.
Yeah, so it's written in the commandment. I mean, in Deuteronomy 28, verse 68, you know, you shall go into Egypt again with ships, and there you shall be sold for bondmen and bondmaids, and no man shall buy you. Which buy, when you go into that word in the Hebrew, is qanah, which is to deliver. So it's written in the curses, which the curses is prophecies, that nobody will be able to deliver us out of these conditions. So here in Jeremiah 30, you know, there's none that plead our cause. Ain't nobody gonna deliver us out of this situation except the Lord Yahweh Shai himself, which is the deliverer of the children of Israel. But you got guys that don't believe in Yahweh Shai, man. Here it is, the Heavenly Father is a great, majestic king, man. He's the king. But he gonna come down here wielding the sword. You know, he gonna come down here. No, he gonna send his son to do it.
Lord Yahweh, you don't got nothing to prove to you.
Yeah.
He created you.
You know?
I got a precept to prove that, you know, how you were saying, the Lord won't prove it for you. This is Book 4:29. He that hath brought these plagues upon you, which is the Most High Yahweh that brought these plagues upon you. It says, shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. So the same one that brought these curses was the same one that will bring you salvation upon us by way of his son Yahweh Shai, proving that no man can buy you.
Yeah. That's the point, bro.
Jeremiah 30 and verse 14. It says, all their lovers have forgotten thee.
All your lovers have forgotten. Go ahead and get the whole point. Sorry.
It says, all their lovers have forgotten thee, they seek thee not.
Yeah, so when all hell break loose, all your lovers, these idols, whether it's Caesar Borgia, Virgin Mary, Buddha, chematology, so-called white man. You got Jake that worships the so-called white man.
Straight up and down.
You know, all your celebrities, your idols and all that, they not gonna seek for you. We need to go to the inner cities to make sure we go down there and deliver them, man. You know, because they supported me when I was coming up in the rap game. You know?
You gotta find them.
We gotta deliver them, man. You know?
He's not a faithless person, man. He says that, basically, probably we in prosperity, then everybody your friends. So
right.
But when tribulation comes, they're gonna forsake you.
Yeah.
And that's Esau. Esau gonna forsake you.
Saying Ecclesiastes 12, when he have need of thee, he will be by you, but when he don't, he will forsake you. And Esau's forsaking you, man, because There's gonna come a time all that WIC, EBT, government assistance, all these different programs that nourished up Jake. Esau gonna take that shit away from you.
Yep.
Because now he want to segue to the NWO. So he gotta snatch the rug from under you.
Yep.
So you can go and stand on this one over here.
But he using it right now to lead and entice you at first. Eventually, he's gonna lead you and entice you with those trappings. But then, gotcha.
Well, in Genesis the 27th chapter, he's known as a cunning hunter.
Right.
Cunning
exactly.
hunter is skillful in setting traps and deceiving shit and alluring.
Yep.
You know, 'cause you go into it. He go to the woods and pour duck piss and alligator piss and shit all on him, all to catch a little bitty ass creature, man.
Yeah, he will.
And if Esau, if he can catch a deer, he
Man.
can catch a person.
Yeah,
The
man.
deer is fast.
And deers have extreme intelligence.
They
Man.
alert.
They see you way before you see them.
Man, they alert, bro. They heard you. They
First
smelled
off,
you.
Man, look, I'll go on my balcony. I'll go in there for a minute, and then I'll come back in the house, and then a couple of minutes later, birds. I'm not eating nothing. Birds will come on my balcony, seeing if I was eating something, and look, drop something. Which goes to show you that these animals, they see you,
Yeah.
they observe you,
Yeah.
all right? When you don't even know that they looking, man.
Down south, they say they studying you. They be studying you.
I feel like when a pigeon, when it's like have its back towards you, you don't think it sees you, but
Yeah.
it sees you.
Yeah.
Like, if you try to do something, it'll just fly away.
You get to walking faster and shit, the closer you
Now
get.
Esau, he catch highly intelligent animals, man. So he know how to set traps. So these stupid ass Jakes, come on now. They're easy to get. But us, see, we got the backing of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. As you read in 1 Samuel, the 2nd chapter, the God of knowledge. And, the God of knowledge. So Esau can't come with that shit over here. Because Lord will lift up divine intervention on these guys.
I got a quick one. Psalms 19:98. It says, "Thou through thy commandments hast made me wiser than my enemies, but they are ever with me." So it's the word that makes me wise to know the tactics of Esau. That's why it says that we are not ignorant to say devices. Because we already know what move he's gonna make before he even do it. Going back to Jeremiah 30 and verse 14, all thy lovers have forgotten thee, they seek thee not, for I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one.
Yeah, so the Lord was like an enemy to the children of Israel due to our sin and our iniquity and us going after ways that wasn't pleasing in the eyes of the Lord. So,
Turn his back.
you worshiping these idols and all these different ways of life, them philosophies ain't gonna save you. None of that shit is gonna save you. You having a little understanding on how to, do a little camping and you got ammunition and guns and you got a couple of close brothers in the neighborhood, that will be open to join the militia with you and fight against them. Man, the Lord's gonna dismay all that, man.
Yep.
Now, I even seen some videos of women, they be building houses and shit. But you already know they proud because they think that what they know about wilderness and stuff, they don't deliver themselves.
Yeah.
See, look, these motherfuckers forget about what the Lord did to Nebuchadnezzar, man. The Lord took the wisdom off of Nebuchadnezzar and put a beast spirit on him, man. Man, the beast spirit was so cold, he was growing hair and nails and shit and doing animal shit, man.
Living wild man style, yep.
Them spirits that the Lord put on him, he bugged Nebuchadnezzar out. So, and it's time to come, the Lord could be doing shit like that to these people, man.
Yep.
We don't know how the Lord gonna do it, man. Because the Lord said, this knowledge and wisdom is gonna be your stability. Nothing else. And I speak as a man, the Lord could really darken the minds of these people, bro. Look what the Lord did at the Tower of Babel. He confounded the languages.
Yeah.
Who's to say the Lord, you know, put it on these people to where nobody can understand each other? The Lord did something similar to that during the Pentecost, the cloven tongues, but he did it to where people, the language barrier was broken and everybody was able to understand each other. So who's to say that when all hell break loose, the Lord have it to where nobody understands nobody? You know? Gross darkness to people. Like for real.
Really?
You know? Nobody understands nobody.
Yeah, because remember, when the Lord first created the humans, that was years, we wasn't, like, we didn't have this wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
We was like beasts, but that was years.
Yeah.
So the Lord can do something.
So, hey, man, we don't know how the Lord gonna do this, but we do know that knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy tongue, man. But could you imagine that, though? All these motherfuckers, they talking like caveman talk, man. And we the only ones, we upright, we talking to each other, we communicating with each other, you know? Hey, man, Lord, you can't diminish the Lord, man. Y'all know death and destruction and chaos coming, right? Famine, pestilence, children finna die, women finna get raped, it's finna get crazy out here, repent. Kingdom of heaven is at hand. Worship the true power.
As long as they can get another blast, they be alright though.
No?
That's all they heard.
Huh?
All they heard was, what you mean? I ain't gonna be able to get another blast?
Yeah, man. Hey, you shall hear a voice behind you. Saying this is
right,
the way
right.
walk you in. They're going the wrong way.
That's what the Lord said, for you have been I not of all my counsel.
He said that not, yep.
So that not.
Yep.
That was an example of it.
That's why, for you, up and coming, hopeful elect brothers, spirit on you, man. Get out there, man. Teach, man. Because as soon as you come out, you see the prophecies. You see the word of the Most High coming to life, like brothers say. The words on the pages is literally jumping off the pages.
But going back to Jeremiah 30 and 14 in the middle, for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased.
Yeah, so the reason why we was desolate in these hellish conditions is because of sin and iniquity. Keep going.
It says, why criest thou for thy affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable, for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. I have done these things unto thee.
And so the Lord has given us the reasoning why these niggas is the way they are. Jake is the way they are. See, people's gonna find out that the Bible had the answers. The Bible had all the answers.
It says, verse 16, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity.
Yeah, because the Lord is gonna have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and destroy all those that came against Jacob. All these nations that preyed on us, all these nations that have been insist against us, is gonna go into captivity and slavery, man. Slavery coming back. That's something people don't want to hear.
Oh man.
Big major slavery is coming back by the boatloads.
But when it's with us, they act like nothing happened with us.
Yeah.
We say you went to slavery.
And then, you had this shit that's going on in Ukraine. Biden, he signing executive orders sending billions over there, man. Throwing billions over there. Meanwhile, you niggas can't even scrape enough money to get, a $5 box of pizza.
Man.
And Pastor R said this would be the right time to send people stimulus checks.
Yeah.
Too much like right.
It says,
to you brothers that's tuning in, we in Jeremiah the 30th chapter.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity.
It starts out with Esau, Edom. It's captivity, slavery is coming back, man.
They that's
in a major way. See, that's what we looking forward to. We looking forward to having slaves, you know, because the Lord has given us a kingly mentality, a royal mentality, man.
And it's prophecy, you know.
And it's prophecy, yeah. We won't, just as we built up these treasure cities of Esau, California, Washington, New York, this place, that place.
Now we good, bro.
You know, this place, that place. You know, Wall Street. 'Cause, you know, the slaves was the first stocks. The stock market, just, you know, a commodity. We build up this society with free slave labor. We want that. We want to be able to do that too.
But the Most High set it up so that the whole planet is against us and our despair and our troubles, man. Because look, we actually went through something that we still living through. But then on the other side of the coin, you got these people over here in the land acting like they, you know, and every 5 minutes they, you know, whatever they say is, oh, God, feeling so sorry for them.
Yeah.
And they own everything, but get over it, bro. You know what I'm saying? With you is get over it. So the whole world work like that. Because every year they bring back them movies about, you know, what they went through.
Yep.
But you know.
and they not suffering. They not suffering, which we know the Holocaust didn't exist. But let's say if it did.
Yeah, if it did, see.
They not suffering for those same mistakes, for those same events that happened to them back then.
Nah.
So we still suffering from those things that happened to them.
Yeah. And shit that was written down on that Willie Lynch letter, you can go to the ghettos and the barrios and see that.
See that shit. See that everywhere, actually.
It says, and all thy prayer upon thee will I give for praise. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith
And,
the Lord.
and the restoration of the health and the healing of the wounds start off with this truth. Get it real quick. This is Psalm 107, verse 20. He sent his word and healed them and delivered them from their destruction.
So that's plain, man. The Lord sent the word, when his prophets, and then he healed them. He healed them. Then he delivered them by way of Yahweh Shai. And then we get the ultimate healing of the bodies.
And those bodies with the second covenant, we will never go off, man. We're gonna be extraterrestrial with great power,
Incorruptible.
incorruptible, immortal.
Yeah.
Great words, man.
Yeah, those are good words, bro.
You're gonna be a million years old looking like 18. Imagine that. Man, be a million years old. He 18. He like he 18.
He done seen it all.
You done seen it all,
seen
bro.
everything. And he remembered everything. Too.
Yeah.
Imagine being 100,000 years old and
You got all this storage.
You gotta tear about the storage of your mind and you can recall anything.
Anything.
Somebody keep is gonna be great, man. Legends forevermore.
Yep. Yeah, it was about 17,000 years ago, man. I was over there on Mount Sinai, right?
The blessing to be an Israelite.
Yeah.
See the prophecy.
Blessing.
It says, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after.
And these nations, they talk shit about the blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. You know?
Yep.
Here over there in Ukraine, they was pushing you niggas to the side, man.
Yep.
Telling you niggas get in the back of the line. Or you can't go with us. You can't get on this train. You know, and here it is, Biden, he's sending them millions of dollars. And that was a slap in the face.
Slap in the face.
For you niggas, because didn't y'all vote for him? That's why the commandments say don't vote for these people that's not of your president, man. Because they're gonna be doing shit like that.
It says verse 18. It says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, have mercy on the dwelling places, and the city shall be built upon her own heap.
Yeah, so the Lord is gonna bring us to our land and rebuild up the Israel, man. We're gonna be settled on our own heat because Babylon the Great, which is America, Israel, and other parts throughout the earth that the Lord wants to destroy, is going to be, not, desolate. Now, America is going to be wholly desolate, but then these other places throughout the world that the Lord is going to destroy, they're going to be built back up. So Jerusalem is going to be built back upon her own heap. And when you read Isaiah 60, these nations the natural Gentile is going to build up, our palaces.
Right.
It says, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry. And I will multiply them, and they shall not be few.
Yeah, so the Lord is going to multiply, is going to increase, going back to the promises that the Lord made with Abraham. We're going to be as the sand of the sea, and as the stars of heaven. And then we're going to rejoice and be in happiness, man. Like the brother said, we're going to be pleasures evermore. We don't know what the Lord got for us. All we know is we're going to be on a high level, and we're going to have slaves, and we're going to be beating the shit out of these people, and the earth is going to be given back to its rightful owners. We don't know what else the Lord going to give us. We see through a glass darkly.
It says, I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small.
Yeah, small meaning insignificant.
Right.
We're going to be on high levels. Every Israelite man is going to have his palace, he's going to have his land. Even these 2/3 that get, destroyed, when they come back through the loins of the elect on the other side, because it's written that all Israel shall be saved.
Yeah.
They're going to be on high levels, but as our apostle Elder Tahar say, they're going to have their head down for them.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be born the kingdom. You might be born in the 1,000 year, the year that Esau got conquered.
You come back in the kingdom, here it is, it's 600 years that passed by.
It says, their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me, and I will punish all that oppress them.
Yep. Punish them with slavery.
It says, and their nobles shall be of themselves,
and their nobles shall be of themselves. So you're not going to have no Edomites, 2-3 Edomites that was cool, or Japhet that was cool, and he's a part of the Commonwealth of Israel.
Covenant, yeah.
Part of the covenant. Our nobles is going to be of ourselves, meaning all the people that's going to be on rulership levels is going to be Israelites. Not like this kingdom, how Esau tried to
mix up everything.
Try to push out. You look at the press. You had a president there, then behind him is some Asian lady, and then there's some sellout nigga right here,
and a dark Hamite or something.
Then you got Kamala Harris right there, and then the doctor is some Indian woman.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, in the kingdom, it's gonna be all Jake on high level.
Like dwell alone. And that's how it is, with the elites. They don't have those. You gotta be like elitians in order to, hang out with them. Rothschild. It's gonna be the same with us too. It says, and the nobles shall be of themselves, and their governor shall proceed for the midst of them. And I will cause him to draw near, and he shall approach unto me. For who is this that engaged his heart to approach unto me, saith the Lord?
And draw near and approach unto him, because we're gonna be perfect, man. Because the Lord is gonna dwell in us. We're gonna be the tabernacle of the Lord.
Yeah, our righteousness won't be filthy rags no more.
We're really gonna be ambassadors for the Lord. The representative on earth, representing the Most High in heaven. It says, 22. And ye shall be my people, and I will be your God. Behold, the whirlwind of the Lord going forth with fury.
Come up the chariots of Israel, the so-called UFOs. It's gonna be the president, just like in this kingdom, right? If you look up his planes and shit, in the kingdom of heaven, it's gonna be chariots flying around, brothers in them, angels, you know? It's gonna be a regular occurrence.
Yeah.
It's gonna be mightier.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be no little dot in the sky.
To the next level.
You know?
They will be up close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just how you can be chilling and I hear a helicopter outside.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the police. You know? People gonna be saying, they're the kings of the earth. Some of the kings.
Yeah.
It says, and continuing whirlwind, it shall fall with pain upon the head of wicked.
Esau. Because these aircrafts is gonna destroy Esau.
Yep.
You know, it's gonna be shooting out laser beams. You know, when we read 2 Ezra 13, the outside and the angels,
Power.
they're gonna be destroying the militaries of the heathen.
It says, the fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing now. You know? So, you know, we're gonna end camp a little early, you know, this week. You know, we got the Passover coming up on Wednesday. You know, we're gonna have a live stream, you know, Lord willing. And hey man, just like, you know, all the other Passovers that we've had, you know, we're praying that this is the last one. And that the Lord passed over us, you know, and enable that hedge of protection, you know, because right now we're striking the posts and the lintels with that blood of the Lamb, which is in these times the truth. You know, we putting that the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shai in our minds, so that way, you know, that death angel will pass over us. So, you know, we're gonna leave it at that. Like I said, we're gonna have some live streams. We'll still do our videos during the week. And hey, brothers, continue to, you know, just push and stay fervent. Be in prayer, man. We enter into some serious times. So
Turn up.
Yeah, the Lord, I can certify that. Give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Pakadash.
Double honors to the apostle, the elder great millstone. Peace and blessings to all for the occupants. Peace and word on the city. Shalom. Shalom.